We become very, very aware of the sacred in-breath and out-breath and what comes into the mind's eye is indeed a heavenly realm that is opening up their gates. What flows through these gates from this ascended realm of light, beyond the paradise world, beyond the crystalline worlds, beyond the Shambhala worlds, is a very, very specific frequency. And I see these golden gates, and the gates have opened. And it is a celestial realm of which many of us are familiar with. Past, present, future, a connection. And it is a layer of a heavenly world that anchors peace and perfect balance. And as you can see this in your spiritual eye, how it appears to you in this heavenly realm, one would call heavenly, because it exudes peace and it exudes balance. And so we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath with the knowledge, understanding, and knowing of this frequency vibration emanating from this celestial realm that brings with it unconditional love, anchored peace beyond all human understanding, and perfect balance. In this 7-7 portal, indeed, an heavenly realm. And so our breath naturally becomes aligned with the sacredness of this vibration coming from this realm. To our breath naturally flows in and out, in a remembering that we breathe the breath of Brahma, we breathe the breath of God, and the natural in-breath and out-breath of our physical bodies, bringing in and exuding out the frequency of this heavenly realm that now coalesces, integrates, and is part of the sacred holy breath. We breathe in this divine light, and we exhale this divine light, creating an environment and a singularity of heavenly grace. And we say to you, beloveds, in this divine, eternal now, there is grace that flows to those who open their hearts to compassion, who open their hearts to the unconditional love, simply knowing that all life is a creation of the divine. And with that, recognition of the light within all things, it ignites the light within us, and it begins to flame. And as others have gone before you, tapping into this treasure that has been for so long hidden, but never extinguished. It is the time for the great glowing up, the great radiance. And in this radiance of illumined light, the higher light, as above, so below, as above, ignites, tethers, and entrains the higher celestial light through the heart of those that choose to expand their flame. And we say to you, beloveds, it is in the comfort of this flame that is within you, that connects you to heavenly realms, that connects you to the realms of true paradise, joy, and freedom. A sensing that moves through your entire nervous system of a knowingness that you cannot explain in earthly terms, but yet you know it exists. For indeed it is embedded deep within your cosmic memory, deep within your cosmic origins. And so you choose now in this moment to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, grateful for the grace that begins to flow, expand, radiate, and imbue in a communion as above and so below. And as you can see clearly in your spiritual eye, as your higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, as you allow it to begin to rise and expand within you, there is a deep connection that begins to anchor more deeply as you do so with the higher flame of creation. That flame anchored in perfect peace, that flame anchored in perfect balance, that flame anchored in perfect joy. So we breathe together, beloveds, this sacred in-breath and out-breath imbued with the celestial heavenly grace that flows, integrates, and moves in, through, and around you. And as you come to understand that each sacred breath is special and precious, you know as you inhale it and you exhale it, you create a radiance of light within and around you. And this radiance of light begins to raise all parts of you in vibration. For the connection is strong through this 7-7 portal gateway. The spiritual aspects become more radiant and brilliant, even in the physical, mental, and emotional worlds. And as you choose consciously to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, or a higher wisdom and understanding of what that is, you expand your consciousness. The very frequency in the cells of your body, the very electron spin in your atomic and subatomic levels begin to speed up, begin to glow more, begin to radiate as a great, powerful sun. And as you begin to truly focus and allow this grace to hold you, love you, embrace you, you can, for this moment, relax into its love. All worldly matters now fade away like smoke, and you fall into this loving embrace, an embrace that is undescribable in earthly terms, unique to you, a sense, the deepest sense of unconditional love, beyond description. It begins to flow in, through, and around you. And in this moment, It brings you peace as all other things begin to fade away. And you choose to be in this eternal now. You choose to step forward in this loving embrace. And as this divine sacred grace flows through you, you sense the presence of the angels. They draw near and holding this sacred platform that all may have respite in a world of chaos, in energies that are depleting and challenging, but still yet, there is always the resurrection from the smallest of matters to the most grandest of things. It is the respite. It is the 3 days of simple peace and rest. And as this grace begins to flow in you, you are nurtured. You are regenerated. You are healed. You are enlightened. And as you continue to breathe the sacred and holy breath, as you feel the presence of light and love all around you, in whichever way it comes to you as chills throughout your body, as activity in the crown chakra, as movement in the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet, the sensing, the feeling, the knowing of a divine and holy presence around you, individually and collectively. So not only in this moment, the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, connected through the heart and the mind with each other, but connected beyond that to the greater family of light that draws so near in this sacred, holy portal in this now moment. And as you breathe with your breath in, as what comes to you in the heavenly realms, a higher vibrational frequency of illumined light, perfect balance and anchored peace, that yes, beloveds, even in a physical world, that heaven and earth exist for those who move and have their being in unconditional love, for those who choose to move and advance in their wisdom and consciousness and connect to the broader family of light. And this family of light is ever present and rejoices with great jubilation when the most sacred ones begin the re-remembering in their journey back into the higher celestial realms, into the higher heavenly realms, and can begin to hold that frequency consistently as it anchors deep into their physical, mental, and emotional worlds, into the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. And as it does, it alters, changes, and alchemizes a new frequency even in the physical body, the mental and the emotional. For indeed, beloveds, you vibrate this grace, and in this vibration of this sacred holy grace that is bestowed upon you in this moment now, for you to move forward in the world, for you to move forward to be who you truly are as emissaries of light, pointing the way to be that shining star, that rising sun that breaks through the darkness, for others to see the way. We say to you, beloved, as you serve in your higher purpose, in the remembering of who you truly are, you are as a morning sun, bringing light, hope, and glory, creation. Bringing hope, peace, and balance to others who have been searching for it, or indeed have forgotten it. So we say to you, beloveds, as those who walk the path of light, who choose to go beyond their concerns and challenges and fears, because the soul pulse is so strong, you feel you must move forward on your path of light. And indeed, beloveds, we say to you, the path is indeed narrow. But for those who choose to follow their soul pulse, to bring Dharma into their day-to-day living, they are a light not just to themselves, but to the world. And their contribution into the sacred earth is immeasurable. And it is the tethering of Earth Mother and you through your physical body, that indeed, beloveds, we say to you, you are the rising sons and daughters. And through you, you uplift the earth and all of her kingdoms. We say that in those astral planes, the higher ones, in the creational force, we say that the children of light upon the earth, they are moving, creating the ascension and birthing of a new age. And we say to you, continue, expand, ignite others, the remembering of who the sacred divine human is, their charge upon this sacred earth and beyond, to bring in a new genesis and an alignment, to pierce through the illusions and the delusions and coming into a new paradise world, a heavenly world, now coming into focus and coming into vision for those who have the eyes to see and ears to hear, that can move forward in this upliftment beyond the distractions and the distortions and the noise of physical, mental, and emotional world. And as you can persevere, as you can move onward, as you can uplift, those forces of light and unconditional love is ever present, opening more space for this to come in through and around you as a holy vessel. So we say to you, beloveds, in this moment, to continue to do what it is that you do. For indeed you receive, El Gabor, the strength of God to fulfill your Dharma. We understand it is your greatest wish, your heart's dreaming, to be victorious and to complete that and the highest of yourself have come to do. We say to you, new avenues, gateways, and portals open up because of your journey. And because of your journey, others begin to find theirs. And as one collective, begin to open the higher portals of light and new gateways for grace to flow through you, in you, into the sacred earth. For indeed, beloved, it is through you, the sacred soul and spirit that you possess and have. And as you tether to the higher celestial realms of light, as you see the vision of the heavenly realms, as you ignite your cosmic memory, as you make known the unknown, as you choose to walk the path of unconditional love in all of its many expressions upon a physical, mental, and emotional world that is in such great need to be uplifted out of a state of darkness. Holy, holy, holy are they who fall and hold the flame of illumined light and anchor indeed the cosmic Christ consciousness upon the sacred earth once again, that brings forth once again the Eden tree and a new Genesis. Holy, holy, holy are those who bring forth the rising sun, piercing through the darkness of fear and ignorance. Holy, holy, holy are they who remember their cosmic origins, who remember their extended family of light. Holy, holy, holy are they who illumined a world. Bringing into your inner vision, looking at the gates that are wide open in this celestial realm of heavenly light, tethered, connected, and integrated in this grand communion of a frequency and place that's intrinsic within you, a place of peace and perfect balance, of divine respite and regeneration. And with each and every single holy in-breath and out-breath of the inhalation and exhalation of the human biology, this tethering becomes more integrated, infused, interlocking in the frequency of your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. That indeed, beloveds, we say to you, you carry heaven on earth. The Holy Shemayan is upon you. And as you breathe, you radiate out now by choice this frequency around the sacred earth, within her body, into her crystal core, moving through all the caverns and crevices of her physical body and all expressions, moving upon the surface, moving into the collective of thought forms that move around, connected to her gravitational pull, now moving, bringing the higher celestial frequency energy anchoring the higher thought form, vision, and wisdom of a new Genesis and a new golden age. Hold this vision and frequency, beloveds, along with the angelics and the extended family of light, as it anchors into the physical, mental, and emotional bodies, as it integrates and processes into a three-dimensional expression. Hold your positions. As much as there's that part that would stay here forever, knowing that the integration and processing continues within your physical, mental, and emotional body. But the thought of the return does come. And as such, the angelics begin to step down their vibration, as does the radiant ones that held this platform. You know, there has been an integration, a sacred communion with this heavenly realm, bringing back the visualization and the picture that came to you, brings it more imprinted into your beingness. And you can bring this imprint before you go to sleep. For indeed, beloveds, we say to you, it is this frequency of light, an unconditional love that is your great armor of light, protects you and guides you, and allows you to show the way and be an illuminary for others. Holy, holy, holy are those who remember. And now we will prepare ourselves to be fully integrated back into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. And as such, we now prepare ourselves with the intention to be back awake and very grounded on the count of 3. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.